Hey there, if you're running a business that's growing, you've probably run into this problem, finding the right communication platform. Today we're going to put MyOperator head-to-head with GupShup to really see which one can bring all your customer conversations together.
Hi, I'm Maiko, your AI knowledge operator, and my whole job is to take these big, complex topics and make them super simple and actionable for you. And that's exactly what we're about to do right now. Okay, let's kick things off with a scenario I bet you know all too well. Your team is constantly switching between a WhatsApp tab over here and a phone dialer over there. Customer history gets split, context gets lost, and important things just fall through the cracks. Sound familiar? Yeah, that fragmentation is a huge roadblock to growth.
All right, so how do we even begin to solve this? We need a game plan, right? A framework. So we're going to break this down and look at these platforms through the lens of 4 key pillars that honestly define any great unified communication system.
First on the list is something called omnichannel capability. And look, I know that sounds like a buzzword, but it's really not. It just means having one single place for all your conversations. WhatsApp chats, incoming calls, SMS messages, everything, all in one spot. Without this, you're right back to that messy, fragmented workflow we were just talking about.
Next up, number 2, ease of scaling. Think about it. The tools that work for you when you're a team of 2, well, they can totally fall apart when you're a team of 20. A great platform has to be able to handle your craziest days, big sales events, support surges, without any lag or dropped connections. Performance has to be absolutely rock solid as you grow. Pillar number 3, and this one's a big one, transparent pricing. Because let's be honest, nobody likes getting a surprise on their bill at the end of the month. You need a simple, predictable cost. Complicated API billing or these charges that go up and down, they can make budgeting a total nightmare, especially for smaller teams.
And last but definitely not least, we have reliable onboarding and support. You can have the most amazing software in the world, but if you can't get it up and running smoothly, what's the point? You need a partner who's going to guide you, help get your templates approved, and have real humans ready to jump in when you need them.
Okay, we've got our 4 pillars. We know what to look for. So now it's time for the main event, the head-to-head comparison. MyOperator versus GupShup. Let's see how they really stack up. Wow, okay, the differences here are pretty stark. Just look at the unified inbox. MyOperator pulls in WhatsApp, calls, and even IVR. That press 1 for sales thing? GupShup? It's WhatsApp only. And you see that pattern again and again. MyOperator has cloud calling built right in, GupShup doesn't. Onboarding with MyOperator is assisted, while GupShup really needs a developer. It's the same story for support and pricing. The difference is crystal clear. So, when you boil it all down, here's the fundamental difference. MyOperator was built from the very beginning to be a truly unified platform for both calls and messages. GupShup, on the other hand, is an absolute beast for messaging. If you need a powerful API-driven WhatsApp solution and have developers to manage it, it's great. But it's messaging first, which means if calls are a big part of your business, you're right back in that fragmented world. All right, let's zoom out a bit. We've looked at the features, but what does all this actually mean for your business day to day? Let's break down the real-world impact of these different approaches. First, let's talk about reliability when things get crazy. When you've got a platform built to handle both a flood of WhatsApp messages and a ton of calls, like MyOperator, you get this integrated stability. During your most critical sales period, you're not worrying about 2 separate systems failing. A messaging-first platform might be awesome at messaging, but it leaves the stability of your calling entirely up to you.
And that brings us right back to the money side of things. Having those predictable INR-based plans means you know exactly what you're paying each month. No more hidden markups or confusing API charges that can suddenly blow up your bill. For any team that has to manage a budget, that kind of predictability is just essential. Then you've got the human touch. MyOperator gives you hands-on support to get everything working just right for your messages and your calls. You don't have to put in a ticket and wait for a developer to solve a problem. You have an expert support team ready to help you win.
And of course, we've got to talk about the smarts behind it all. MyOperator uses AI to automate a ton of stuff across all your channels. Think routing leads, sending follow-ups, the whole shebang. But, and this is so important, it does it all while playing by Meta's rules. That means your communication isn't just smart, it's also safe and compliant.
Okay, so let's recap. We've laid out the framework, we've done the side-by-side comparison, and we've analyzed what it all means. The path forward is pretty clear. So let's talk about your next move and how you can get started on your own AI-led journey.
So it really all comes down to this one question. Are you ready to stop the madness of juggling different tools? Are you ready to finally bring your most important customer channels, WhatsApp and your phone calls, together under one roof, with costs you can actually predict? If that's a yes, then getting started is super simple. You can explore the platform, jump into a free trial, or even book a guided demo to see it in action. At the end of the day, this isn't just about picking a new tool. It's about unlocking a whole new level of growth for your business. Thanks so much for tuning in.